So Randy sent me this video called Night at the Garden. It's live footage, different pieces put together of a pro-Nazi rally that was held in Madison Square Garden, New York, 1939. Okay, 20,000 Americans rallied in New York to support the Nazis, and this was just before the Nazis invaded Poland. Okay, so I just want to share with you this video, and then we'll continue talking from there.
I pledge undivided allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Americans, American patriots, I'm sure I do not come before you tonight as a complete stranger. You all have heard of me through the Jewish-controlled press as a creature with horns, a cloven hoof, and a long tail. We, with American ideals, demand that our government shall be returned to the American people who founded it.
If you ask what we are actively fighting for under our charter, first, a social just white Gentile ruled United States. Second, Gentile-controlled labor union, free from Jewish Moscow-directed domination.
All right. So just so you know, the man who rushed the stage at the time, he was 26-year-old Jewish man named Isidore Greenbaum, who came to the event to oppose single-handedly what was actually happening. Obviously, as you can see in the video, he was thwarted and carried off the stage. Olga, what are your thoughts on this video?
I've never seen it before. It's jarring. Very interesting how in that gentleman's speech he mentioned the fact that they were seeking a white United States of America. I think he said white Gentile United States, which means no black people. And then in the very next breath, he expressed no Jews. There, the Nazi Party was in the United States of America, which is supposed to be, and even at that time, a beacon of democracy and freedom. They are expressly saying, forget what's happening in Europe. We're just not keeping our intention within Europe's borders, like the broad borders, obviously the different countries within Europe, but also we want to bring this across here.
To me, it goes to show that history really does rhyme. It really does rhyme, because then you have, it's 1939. At this time, Jews are already, Hitler's building his concentration camps. As you saw, he was building his sixth one at this time. You have 20,000 Americans in support, while the Nazis used their propaganda machine to, you saw the painting of George Washington behind them. They were singing the national anthem. Why would a German say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America? It was all a dog and pony show. You don't think that Nazi Germany was going to eventually invade the United States at some point? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. They weren't. So the whole thing was, let's infiltrate with this language that they'll understand. White this, white that, white the other. Okay? Today you have it on both ends. You have it, though, in the form of the far left, who say that Jews are white and white people are bad. Just like you had in Nazi Germany, the Nazis said, no, they aren't white, and because they're not white, they're bad. And also because they're Jewish, they control everything. Both sides say that Jews control everything. And what you also have is this appeal to whatever the flavor of the day is.
There's a video last week, or maybe the week before, that went viral, where there's a black man screaming, saying that Hitler should have finished you off.
Yeah.
And it's ironic, because here's this black man in America saying Hitler should have finished off the Jews. Meanwhile, Hitler and his ilk were saying, not only are we coming for the Jews, but we're coming for you too, black person, which they did in Europe. But not only did they want to do that in Europe, they wanted to do it here in the United States of America. So black people that are going, yay, let's support Hitler, the Nazis, and it's like, fools. Like,
do you realize?
Right. At the time when Hitler was building these concentration camps, first of all, they weren't just concentration camps. They were built as factories where people were going to work. And so there is this facade as to what the real agenda was. But those who were able to read between the lines were trying to call attention to the fact that, hey, these aren't just ordinary places of work that are being built. There's a nefarious agenda behind it. Number one. Number two, people often talk about the start of World War II as being when Poland was invaded. Or at least the beginning of the Holocaust. But prior to the invasion of Poland, there was already what's known as the Holocaust by bullet, where up to, or they say about 1.5 million Jews were already being killed even before it was officially taking place. And why do I raise it? I raise that because if we're only going to wait until there's mass killings, until there's mass wars, it's too late already. We need to start, just like Ipsius, thank goodness, and many other organizations are raising the alarm now.